drove me to do those dangerous actions. Whenever I have the slightest thought of that Civil War, goosebumps cover me from head to toe. I would go back into the Army again if I could, but I, Sarah Emma Edmonds, soldier, nurse, spy, have served my country strongly. I hope. Most of my younger years were tortured, being beaten, bruised, and battered by my father, who I refer to as my slave master, because he always wanted boys rather than us girls to help him work on the farm, like most men. 16 years of age, my mother died, causing my father's reign of terror to grow even stronger. This was my breaking point. I finally had enough. So I fled from my family, the slave master, and my husband, to which our marriage was not by choice. Alone, I left Canada to move to America. Oh, such a bliss-making country. It was no surprise that when Abraham Lincoln asked for 75,000 more volunteers, that I quickly enlisted to help protect my new country that had offered me hope. After 4 unsuccessful tries, being dressed as a man named Frank Thompson, I was soon granted enlistment into the Army. During my time as a nurse in the 2nd Michigan Volunteers, I overheard a conversation about how our general was in need of a spy to intercept Confederate plans. Intrigued, I sat down at one of the tables and asked Miss Butler, the head cook, for guidance. "Sarah, you're already a nurse. I don't believe you should be getting any deeper in this bloodbath than you already are." "But Marian, please, I desperately want to make myself useful and help the Union. It would truly be an honor." "Miss Edmonds, I am going to be straightforward with you. I don't want you going, and that. Promise me you'll sleep on it. Just please." There wasn't much sleep, but I certainly did toss around all my options. A while later, I volunteered my service and soon dressed as a black slave named Cuff. Confidently, I trudged over to the Confederate side looking for a job. While working, I had the great privilege of being taken in and trusted by high-ranking officials. There were many breakthroughs. For example, once when I was lugging buckets of food, I overheard the plans for an attack on Yorktown. So when the camp was asleep, I returned to the north and was able to help the Union prepare for what was to come. Another, while I was washing some clothes on the bank of a lake by our camp, some valuable plans, written on a crumpled parchment, fell into my hands. Immediately, I stuffed it into a pocket and hid it for quite some time. Luckily, the Confederates soon gave me a horse, believing I was going to spy on the Union Army. My important documents in hand, I rode off, never to return to the Confederates ever. Mission accomplished. Sadly, my success in the war was tampered when I contracted malaria. Such a fever, a dreaded illness. I was terrified. If someone knew my secret, it would all go down the drain. So I fled again. Soon my name was put on the list of deserters while I was recovering in a hospital. It was my new husband, Linus, that convinced me to go to court. Because of him, I now have a government pension of $12 per month, an honorable discharge, plus bonus, and am known as the only woman in the Grand Army of the Republic, the Civil War Union Army Association. The money was nothing to brag about. Well, maybe a little. Now I honestly feel like I'm coming down with something, so before I answer some questions and leave, let me leave you with this. I am naturally fond of adventure, a little ambitious and a good deal romantic, but patriotism was the true secret to my success. Really, we all need to make mistakes and learn new things throughout our lives. But once you do, your lives are full of outstanding challenges, opportunities, memories, and countless personalities. Thank you.